Hello everybody and welcome on back to another trailer reaction here on youtube.com/SeanAsaurusRex. My name is Sean and today we are learning more about Road to the Show inside of MLB The Show 25, a game I am very excited for and a mode that I do quite enjoy, and I'm excited to see the expansion of the high school and college baseball stuff. For more, subscribe and ring the bell. I post new videos every day, 6 p.m. Pacific time, or new baseball videos that is, and I post gameplay or taste tests in the morning, so a wide variety of content here on the channel. It's really just 3 things, but wide sounds better than 3. Anyway, we're going to learn more about Road to the Show. Let's do it. I have done some Road to the Shows in the past. It's a mode that I kind of wish I spent more time in, but also I kind of drop out pretty quickly. I always want to do more with like Madden and stuff like that, but I don't know. Maybe there will be a year or some off season where I just go hard and do Road to the Show to completion, which I think is like 40 years, but who knows? Who knows? Let's learn more about it right now. Okay, my headset is already going to be a big pain in the butt, so let's plug it in.
MLB The Show fans,
oh God, I can't hear anything.
Please
add high school and college, okay? Okay. All right. Okay.
Hi everyone, Robert Flores here with Fielding Feedback.
Fielding Feedback.
Introducing Path to 99 Progression.
All
From
right.
your first step onto the field to your Hall of Fame induction, you'll grow the way you want. Play games, earn tokens, and strategically invest in any single attribute or group of attributes.
Interesting.
Along your road to the show, when a key moment arrives, your performance will affect how you handle it the next time. Succeed and you'll unlock a perk. Perks are always on and permanent. You'll be able to alter and craft these perks using tokens, even adding additional impactful effects. While you're at it, amplify your perk effects by pairing them with equipment and help take your game to the next level. You can earn equipment by dominating dynamic challenges and through monthly surprises from your agent. We're excited to introduce Road to the Show.
Okay, this is what I'm the most curious
Step
about.
into the spotlight during your senior year of high school. Lead your team to the state championship while catching the eye of college scouts and MLB teams. Every swing, every pitch brings you closer to a shot at the Bobcats and maybe even an early draft pick. If you accept the invite to the MLB Draft Combine, you can boost your draft stock even more through skills evaluation and games against some of the best in attendance. After you're drafted, you have a decision to make. Will you sign and head to the minors, or will you grow your skills in college and maybe even go first overall in a future draft? Choose between up to 8 different programs, each offering something unique in the hopes of winning a championship and even positioning yourself to be the first overall pick. Once
8 is a very small number.
It's time to start the climb to the show. Whether you hit the fast track as a top pick or grind your way through the system.
I kind of want to be a grinder.
New to Road to the Show in 25, players can immerse themselves on the field with our first-person camera, POV. Just press the touchpad at any time during gameplay, and the camera will shift from a third-person camera view to a first-person view.
I'm a little bummed that that's in...
Hotshot catches are no picnic for MLB infielders. New in Road to the Show, you can experience the same type of challenge when a ground ball is crushed right at your infielder. How well you perform the quick time event will determine whether you snag it or boot it.
Ooh.
Oh no. Road to the show with runners on base, you've always got to be ready to push down on the L stick to block the ball.
Ooh. Oh, do I be a catcher?
The better chance you have.
Oh, hell yeah. That could be fun.
Close so the runners don't advance. With runners in scoring position, hits to the outfield will sometimes trigger a quick time event as the outfielder throws to home.
Oh, that's awesome.
The catcher will have to take charge and tell the corner infielders where they need to cut the ball. While playing first or third base, there will be situations where you have to line up the throw from the outfielder to home.
Catcher always been there?
Making it your responsibility.
Oh, that's fun.
Where to cut the ball.
I don't know why I always pick center field, but...
There are now specific hit paths
Go Seattle.
created in all stadiums where your fielders will have the opportunity to rob foul balls. Make sure you train up your fielding ability so when the time comes, you can make the play when it counts the most. New in Road to the Show base running, if the pitcher throws a ball in the dirt where the catcher has to block it, a new quick time event will pop up, allowing you to see the path of the ball on its way to the plate. You have to be on your toes, as the quicker you read the dirt ball, the better chance you have at taking an extra base. The better your base running aggressiveness attribute, the sooner the quick time event ribbon will show up. Directional analog base running is a new base running camera system that is 100% based
player
on the
lock and
camera's
road to the show.
orientation.
Okay.
All you have to do is push in the direction you want to run.
That sounds like it's going to be real confusing. Player lock and road to the show.
To fake out the fielder and perform a swim move, avoiding the tag. Stay tuned for the next episode.
Hold your horses, Roflo. Did someone say presentation enhancements?
Oh.
Whether it be pre-game, post-game, or in-game, throughout your Road to the Show players on-the-field experience, we have built our presentation and commentary to focus on your journey to Major League Baseball.
That's not surprising.
Brand new intros,
been there
as well
before.
as presentations catered to the amateur experience in high school and college. Home run celebrations, dog pile, and hundreds of new scenes highlight the emotion that accompanies high school and college baseball. And not to mention that you, Robert Flores, and Jessica Mendoza will be covering the MLB Draft Combine. That's all I got. Coach out.
Stay tuned for the next episode of Fielding Feedback, where we'll take a deep dive into new features for franchise in March to October.
Franchise, let's go.
Flores. See you next
Damn
time.
it, they still have the March to October, which means the franchise is probably going to be the same that it always is, which is not the worst thing in the world. I just wish that they would bring in more variety and versatility with the way that you can run seasons, because it would be fantastic for me. And this is a little braggy, if I'm being honest, but you know, we win the World Series, let's say, for the 5th year in a row. And maybe the off season could be a shorter season with randomized rosters. It's not necessarily an old game. Keeps me engaged with MLB The Show 25 instead of feeling like I have to scramble to figure something else out. They used to have season mode in these games where you would be able to adjust number of games and number of, I don't know, I think the innings were there. But with the way the schedule is now, I like it a lot more because it doesn't have, because it's balanced. And what I didn't like about even doing MLB 2K5 was it was like there was so much NL West, which, like, if you like the NL West, is exciting, but if you don't, then that's a bummer. We'll find out next week. I'll be doing another reaction to it. Pardon me. And I'm excited to see if they tinker with anything. The March to October doesn't really interest me, but I haven't dove deep into it before. I just don't know that it has... I don't think it's going to have what I want. I think it's more of a simulation sort of thing. It could be interesting to do a team building, but that feels like an outside or out of the park baseball thing. I don't know. It's a weird mix, but I guess if you don't have a PC, then you don't have outside or out of the park baseball. Whatever. I'm off track. This was interesting. I don't know why. I said it while the trailer was playing, but I always pick like center field, and I don't know why I don't pick infield more. A lot of those looked a lot more fun. I like the idea of doing like the catching seems kind of cool. That could be kind of interesting to check out. I don't know if that stuff is new. We'll go through it here like feature by feature. But that was the thing that stuck out to me. QuickTime events can be kind of divisive at times, and they aren't always the best things in the world, but I think in terms of a baseball game, it does keep you more engaged with like doing the swim move and stuff. It is nice to see that it's with player lock or Road to the Show in some scenarios, but I think the first person thing is only going to be in Road to the Show, which feels like a missed opportunity. I don't know. That seems like such a cool feature, and I guess I'd have to look and see if there's any other baseball game that has a first-person mode. I would guess like ESPN, but I played 2K5, and I don't know that it was there. Because they had first-person football in 2K4, but I don't know if it was in 2K5. Maybe I'll have to go buy MLB 2K4. Either way, looks interesting. I like the high school thing and the college. You can leave after high school. You can stick around in college. The number of colleges is very small. I should have expected that it was... I did expect that it was going to be a very limited number. 8 seems really, really small. I was anticipating 16, maybe 20, somewhere in there to get a little bit more going, but it is the first time that they've done this. I don't know what kind of contractual agreements or obligations they would need or want or what kind of money or whatever. But they have some bigger schools in there. LSU makes sense. Paul Skeens. You have UCLA. Tennessee was one of them, or maybe it was Texas. I don't know. Burnt orange and one letter of T is a little confusing. I think Furman was in there, which was odd, but let's see. We'll go through it here, feature by feature. Bam. All right. What was the... Hold on. I'm just going to check the thing down at the bottom. Because they do have a lot of, like, here's the feature, and then in small text below. Visual quality depend on hardware. That's a shot at the switch. That's a good way to do it. Path to 99 progression. This looked like some of the bigger changes that we've seen so far is the way that you're able to tinker with your character. This is really... Okay, so let's see. Skill focus presets, custom. You had a 51 overall, 24 little coin things. Are those going to be microtransactions? I don't want that to be. I don't want that to be the thing. But you have those. And the last thing that this game needs is more currency. I'm just going to throw that out there. So high power allows you to launch any ball you make contact with further into the outfield, increases exit velocity, and is needed for mashing home runs more consistently. And then, so you have contact power, fielding, throwing, base running. And it looks like it upgrades all three. I'd be curious what some of the other... because, like, contact makes sense, verse left, verse right, and then whatever the third one would be, maybe it's plate discipline again, or it's, what is it, clutch? But the fielding and the throwing could be kind of interesting. It'd be like reaction, maybe speed or something. Base running might have some speed as well. So it looks like you can kind of... Do you want to be offensive? And you can... Looks like you can kind of go one of two ways. Or I guess one of three ways, technically. Offensive, like power, contact. Or maybe a lower contact with good base running or a good fielder. That's kind of interesting. I do like the way that this looks. I'll be interested to see more of it as we get going. Oh, okay. Contact versus left, right, clutch, bunting, drag bunting, plate vision. That was the one I was trying to think of, was plate vision. I didn't even think about bunting or drag bunting. But I had a couple of them correct there. Okay, contact, high contact means being skillful to plate and having a knack for putting the ball in play helps reduce the number of swing and misses you have at the plate. Leads to higher batting average. Okay.
Along your road to the show, when a key moment arrives, your performance will affect...
So I'm curious what the numbers on the side specifically, I don't want to go back, specifically relate to. It must be, is it the, I forget what they call it, like the teammate thing? Because it'll be like good at bat, bad at bat, whatever it was. And that one, I think they unlocked one of the little things up in the top left, the little upgrade money, Lone Wolf. So then you have the perks here. This is a pitching perk. Lone Wolf gain a boost to pitch control to help close out innings. Okay, interesting. It's interesting too because they have like two. You could pick one or the other. And we'll get a look at that in a second. Oh, battle tested. Gain a boost to pitch break in tight situations when low on stamina. All right. Reworked perk system provides more flexibility for your character's build. Okay. All right. Then we have fielding here. Slick fielding. Gain a boost to fielding to help close out the inning. Show off your defensive brilliance. Make highlight reel catches and flawless plays to unlock elite fielding perks. Okay. Safety net. Gain a boost to reaction to help back up your pitcher when your team is winning. Oh, okay. Okay. So then we have clear for takeoff. What? Trigger timing 3-0 or 3-1 counts. Exit velocity boost up 10%. Obviously, you can't see what's in the bottom left there. I don't know what perk this is for specifically. The jet. Did we see that on the last thing? It might not have because we were looking at defensive and pitching perks, but not hitting perks. Interesting. Okay, so then, okay. Clear for takeoff. 3-0 or 3-1. Runner on base. Offense is winning. 0 outs. Oh, good God. That's a lot of... I guess if you were number 2... Exit velocity boost 30% and decrease opponent pitch velocity 20%. Goodness gracious. How's that going to work? Is that going to be helpful or is that going to be like it's going to throw off your timing? Interesting.
using tokens, even adding additional.
Now, when it went up or down. It didn't seem to matter. So then, was there anything different?
Next time.
So success, hit a home run. Okay, token reward, progress reward. So there's some kind of progress. So that would be the normal. It wasn't the teammate upgrade. It would be the normal progress towards, like, you got whatever. Okay, I forgot that's how that worked. I forgot that's how it worked. So we got the battle tested. Okay. And then pitching and fielding. And then when they flip to this, it doesn't show us what the 1, 2, 3 is. So I don't know what the point of going either way would be, because I think they show it at the bottom and then it goes up to the top. There's no difference. So that's kind of interesting. I don't love the equipment stuff, but whatever. Giving you a reason to customize is pretty exciting. Or pretty interesting, I should say. I don't know. I like this a lot. State championship, that's fine. Okay, so you have TCU. I believe the F is like Furman or Fermian or something. Projected round 2 to 8, final East-West. We were 3 for 4, 3 home runs. Oh, okay. 8 ribbies. What? And the team lost? Oh my God. Joanna out here, her back is on fire. She's carrying the entire damn team, and they still lost. Oh my goodness. Huh. So nothing from Washington or Oregon. It's going to be a largely southern stuff. Fine.
Every swing, every pitch brings you closer to a shot.
I do like the Bobcats.
And maybe even an early draft pick.
Draft Combine. That's been around. Kind of fun playing those. I did a couple episodes in this last year. Then you get the narrative stuff. Fine. I think that was the team that I played for. There's UCLA. I'll go Mets, huh? Okay. Texas, TCU, Tennessee is in there. Vanderbilt, UCLA, LSU. Furman? The Titans? And I don't know what the SC is. It's not USC. Santa Clara? Maybe? Like a school that in the baseball world is pretty big, but other sports either doesn't have or doesn't fare super well in. She's from 8 high-powered baseball colleges to continue your road. So I wonder if, like, this is going to sound kind of rude, but if you were to go to, like, LSU or UCLA, that's, like, your top tier, maybe makes the road there a little bit easier. Or if you're a little lower or you're, you want to make it not more challenging, but you want that longer grind, if you would go to, like, a Furman, or let's assume that that's Santa Clara, even though I don't know. Maybe those are on the lower end, and you won't have as much draft opportunity.
To 8 different programs, each offering something.
Okay, so then we have. Oh shoot! Actually, darn it. Hold on, we'll get back to it.
Will you grow your
Laughing Park.
And maybe even go first
Come on.
in a future
I hate that I can't go. I can only go back 10 seconds on the Xbox. We're ready. Okay. Location Knoxville. Hashtag GBO. Get bent. Notable alumni: Todd Helton, Garrett Crochet, Christian Moore. Team goals: building something special at Tennessee, a dynasty in the making. But every dynasty needs a leader, and we think you're the one to keep this train rolling full steam ahead. Interesting.
Offering something unique.
LSU is in Baton Rouge. Gail Taggers. Paul Skeens, Dylan Cruz, Alex Bregman. LSU set the standard for excellence in college sports, especially baseball and basketball and football. Are you kidding me? They have an unbelievable number of, like, star athletes in a bunch of different sports. Basketball, football, baseball, gymnastics. It's wild. Fresh off our 2023 championship, we're not done yet. We want you to help us keep the titles coming. Are you ready to be a Tiger?
In the hopes of winning a champ.
Exposure, packages, gold, perk, power. Oh, okay. Skill development, only 3 stars. Oh. Okay, so do you try to develop your skills versus the exposure? The exposure could get you higher with the stats or whatever. That's an interesting way to balance it. I like that. Hey, they played really, really well, but like maybe we didn't have as many home runs, but if we go to like Fermion, we're able to boost our stats a little bit, be more powerful, kind of coming out higher floor. Interesting, but lower exposure? That'll be interesting to see how that goes. Oh, there was like one little click there. All right, Skeens. Road to the Minors is uniquely yours. I was going to hopefully get that last one. It's too quick. It's too quick. I won't do it again. It just offered details. Road to the Minors, uniquely yours. That's fine. That's kind of how that's been. I'd like to grind my way through the system. I think that'd be fun. Look out, Ellie. Quick time events. Okay. First person fielding camera. Looks like that's exclusively Road to the Show. Which is a little confusing because they show Byron Buxton. It would have been nice if they had stuck with the with that, like that Joanna character, so we know that we're still just working with Road to the Show stuff. And that's how it's been for a while. Oh, God. I like this a lot. The catching position now seems way more interesting. I liked this section here with all the kind of like quick time events and silly stuff like this. I like that. Moving into the zone, hit triangle. You can tell where they want him to go. Oh, interesting. Oh, so you got to read it down to... Okay. Ooh, boy. I think they're out. I like that. Make sure you train up your fielding ability so when the time comes, you can make the... I wonder how obvious those are going to be to spot in the in-game, or if you'll have to learn them. If the pitcher throws a ball in the dirt where the catcher has to block it, a new quick time event will pop up, allowing you to see the path. I do like that as well. You have to be on your toes, as the quicker you read the dirt ball, the better chance you have at taking an extra base. It's going to be interesting to see what the split is between dirt balls that get to the catcher and they're able to block it versus what gets through the through to the backstop. This is the least interesting feature. This looks awful. You just push the direction you want to run, and I don't know what that means. The swim move is pretty cool. I like what they're doing with that. It is only Road to the Show and player lock, so... Presentation enhancements. I think there's a lot to like here with Road to the Show. The enhancements make sense in the context of like, hey, it's your story. We're gonna do that, and I felt like that's how it's been for a while now, where you give yourself a nickname and what you want the computer to call you, and blah blah blah, and that's fine. They've had, I believe Jessica was in last year's game. They had a new commentator last year, or maybe it was just that I hadn't played it before. But I think there's a lot to like here. I think the worst feature that they talked about was that base running thing, because I just don't think it makes sense. It's kind of like that ambush hitting thing where it's just like, I don't know why this is the way that it is. I'm excited to dive into this. I think being a catcher would be pretty cool. I like the idea of I said it earlier, but I really like the idea of how many like quick time events there are, especially if you're a catcher, the way they showed the first base thing of like, do I have a play at home? Do I have the ability to get them out at second? How do you navigate that? How do you read the dirt balls? All that stuff is very interesting, and it makes me want to play those positions, which I think is probably the nicest thing you could say about that. I also liked what we're seeing right here, which is that perk thing that I broke down a little bit more in depth earlier in the video. I'm curious to see what it is, and again, hey, you can pick top or bottom. It didn't really seem to do anything. So that'll be interesting to take a look at. But yeah, I mean, Road to the Show is the Road to the Show. I like the expansions that they're making. I like that they're tinkering with the upgrade system. Hopefully that will make it a little bit more fluid. I don't love the upgrade system in the older games where, like, it's based on, like, your performance, which makes sense, but also is like, oh man, if you really suck, like, you're not going to go anywhere. I think you have to give some level of power fantasy there. I do wish that the difficulty was separated between Road to the Show and the franchise mode, which was part of the problem. Is I would play franchise mode and I'd play very well, and then I would suck at Road to the Show, and it would drag everything down, and it's like, this is a little weird. But yeah, I'll definitely take a peek at that. Figure out maybe one of those lower end schools or something. Details, yeah, just offers and stuff. So, well, there you go. I think I've said all I need to say about it. I'm excited for MLB The Show 25, not to be an ad or anything, but it is out on March 14th for Deluxe Edition owners. It'll be available March 18th everywhere. We're on Xbox, PlayStation 5, and Nintendo Switch, which that last one is the most surprising of the three. I love the first-person fielding. I think that's going to be exciting. Yeah, I'm excited to jump into this. I can't wait for it. If you'd like more baseball content or content from me, actually, first of all, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Did you like this? Was there anything that you thought I missed, or is there a feature that you are specifically looking for? And we're gonna Javi Baez is gonna take one more stray here. Oh man, poor guy. Yeah, let me know down in the comment section below. Be sure to subscribe if you'd like more. I post baseball videos every day at 6 p.m. Pacific time here on the channel. MVP 07, we're doing some spring training inside MLB The Show 24 to get prepped for 25. And once 25 is out, we'll be doing a bunch of that on the channel. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. We'll be back next week with another trailer reaction talking about franchise mode and March to October. So hopefully we'll see you then. Subscribe over here. Watch more baseball there. This morning's video is up there. It's a weird demo. Check it out. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.